Hello, welcome back. My name is Pratika. Today, I would like to begin with a question that at some point in life, many of us have quietly asked. Why is life so hard? Perhaps the question arises after another disappointment, another loss, another misunderstanding, or simply after one of those days when everything seems to require more effort than we have to give. There are times when life can feel overwhelming, when nothing seems to be going as we had hoped, when one challenge is followed by another, and quietly, almost without noticing, we begin to wonder, why does life have to be this way? It is such a human question, and if you ever have found yourself asking it, you are certainly not alone. But perhaps before trying to answer the question, we might spend a few moments together simply looking. When we say life is hard, what are we actually pointing to? Is it life itself? Or is it the experience we are having as life unfolds? This isn't about denying that life brings difficulty. Life brings change, it brings uncertainty. It brings endings, it brings illness, disappointment, and loss. None of these can be avoided completely. They are part of the shared experience of being human. And when these moments come, it is natural to feel sadness, grief, loss, fear, or uncertainty. There is nothing wrong with that. But often, something else quietly begins to happen. The mind starts telling a story. This shouldn't be happening. Why me? When will this finally end? What if things only get worse? Without realizing it, we are no longer meeting the moment itself. We are meeting the story the mind is creating about the moment. And that story can become far heavier than the event itself. You may even notice it in the body. The shoulders tighten, the jaw begins to clench. The breath becomes a little shallower, and the nervous system prepares itself as though it must fight or somehow escape what is happening. Not because the body is doing anything wrong, it is simply responding to the way experience is being interpreted. Perhaps this is something we have all known. The more we resist what is already here, the heavier it seems to become. Not because life has changed, but because resistance itself has become another burden to carry. So perhaps the question slowly begins to change. Instead of asking, why is life so hard? Another question quietly appears. What am I adding to this moment? Not as a judgment, not as a blame, simply as a quiet curiosity. What expectations am I holding? What fears am I carrying into this moment? What stories have I begun to believe? And now, for just a few moments, there is nothing to solve, nothing to fix, nothing to understand. Simply allow yourself to be fully here. Notice your breathing. There is no need to change it, just notice it. Notice the gentle contact of your body where you are sitting. Notice the sounds around you, the space in the room, the simple fact that awareness is already present. Nothing needs to be added to it, nothing needs to be achieved. For these few moments, allow life to be exactly as it is. Perhaps the circumstances have not changed. Perhaps some of the challenges are still there. But notice, has something within you become just a little bit quieter or calmer? Maybe peace did not arrive because life finally becomes easy. Maybe peace begins when we stop arguing, being challenged by the reality of this moment. Life will continue to bring joy and sorrow, certainty and uncertainty, gain and loss. This is the rhythm of being human. But there is also something within us that can quietly and openly meet each experience without becoming lost inside it. A stillness that does not depend on life unfolding in a particular way. A quiet awareness that has been here through every success, every disappointment, every beginning and every ending. Perhaps that is not something we need to create. Perhaps it is simply something we begin to notice once again through the clear seeing of discernment and wise awareness. Thank you for sharing these few moments together. Until we meet again, may you continue to discover the quiet peace that has never been separate from you, from who you are, regardless of the circumstances. Blessings to you.